In this lesson, we'll be learning about class Mammalia. Mamma is breast in Latin. This is because almost all mammals have breast tissue with which they produce milk to nourish their young. The definition of a mammal is they have hair, mammary glands, which again produce milk to nourish their young. They breathe air, they have four-chambered hearts, and are endotherms. Because mammals are endotherms or warm-blooded, they have a couple mechanisms with which they use to control their body temperature. Mammals have hair and subcutaneous fat to stay warm. Some have sweat glands to cool down. Others have behaviors that cool them down, like pigs rolling in mud. Feeding. Mammals must eat 10 times that of reptiles to produce body heat. Because mammals are warm-blooded, they need to eat a lot in order to produce a lot of metabolic heat to keep the body temperature at the correct level. Among mammals, there are carnivores, herbivores, and omnivores. As mammals evolved, their jaws and teeth adapted to eat foods other than insects. Mammalian carnivores have large, sharp canine teeth and large, sharp molars for being able to slice into the flesh of other animals. Mammalian herbivores have flat molars for grinding. They need a lot of surface in which to grind and crush plant material so it is more easily digested. Mammalian omnivores, like this chimpanzee skull seen here, have a mix of both canine teeth and molars to eat a variety of food. Respiration. All mammals have spongy lungs. So, lungs are not just like a balloon. They're not a bag filled with air. They are spongy, which gives a lot of surface area for gas exchange to occur. Mammals also have a diaphragm. This is a muscle that sits below the lungs, and as it contracts and relaxes, it helps pull air in and out of the lungs. Circulation. All mammals have a double-looped circulatory system. One loop takes blood to the lungs to become oxygenated, and the other loop takes that oxygenated blood through the body. All mammals have a four-chambered heart, just like birds and crocodilians. Excretion. Mammals have highly developed kidneys. The blood of the body gets filtered through the kidneys where the waste is removed. That waste is then gathered and stored in the bladder and then excreted out of the body using the urethra. Response. All mammals have highly developed brains, and their brains are fairly large when compared with their body size. Mammals have a cerebrum, where thinking and learning occurs. There is also a cerebellum, where muscular coordination occurs. In the medulla oblongata, involuntary body functions are controlled, such as breathing and heart rate. Movement. There are a variety of adaptations for movement in mammals. The backbone flexes both vertically and side to side to allow a large range of movement. Among mammals, we see climbers, runners, diggers, flyers, and swimmers, and their appendages have been adapted to perform those particular functions. Reproduction. All mammals have internal fertilization, and there are 3 oviparous or egg-laying mammals. All others are either ovoviviparous or viviparous. We'll talk more about this in the next interactive because the way they reproduce is how mammals are grouped.